Hello everyone, this is Goodison Gamer and welcome to Silkworm on the Commodore 64. So I reviewed this game on the Commodore Amiga recently. It was awesome, I really enjoyed it. So this game came out in 1989 as well as the Amiga version. And 1988 it says down there, it was the original arcade that came out 1 year prior. So it's a 1 or 2 player game. And of course I'm going to play 1 player game because it's only me here and I can choose between helicopter or jeep. So I'm gonna go with the helicopter because I think it's easiest. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Da 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 da. It looks nice actually. Control seems to be responsive. It's died immediately there. And it seems impossible to take out ground objects. Look at how many hits do I have to go through. Look. Okay, now I know that this is a brutally tough version actually. It's still more busy, more going on, more bombardment, more difficult to take out enemies and on ground and in the air. So this is way tough. This needs a lot of practice perhaps to master. The Amiga version was spot on when it comes to difficulty. Shit. It's better to avoid this bombardment if it's possible than to if you cannot take out ground objects, if you have to shoot ground objects like 10 times, I mean, what's the point? One more go, I think. Yeah, this is difficult. Way difficult. It seems that to take out enemies, they don't die immediately either. It takes some time for them to. So it's very difficult, everything. It's a little bit of delay, I mean. Look at it there. When I hit an enemy, they don't die immediately. So this is a little bit over the top difficult, to be honest. I mean, everything else is alright. It's just the gameplay difficulty that is the big problem here. Thank you for giving me a shield when I cannot take out ground targets. Fucking difficult. And hit detection can be a bastard as well. Just avoid it. Cannot take out ground objects. Need to hit them like 10 times. It's ridiculous. I have to position myself in the middle as well because they can attack me in the back. Now my helicopter disappear once in a while here, so it can be trouble. I don't know why. Perhaps it's an emulation problem. Game over. One more time. This is just brutally tough. Why? I mean, okay, it's the 80s. It should have been difficult back then. That was normal, but this is a little bit over the top. A little bit exaggerated. So here, let's stay away from it. That's better. Okay, let's pick up a shield. Let's pick up another shield here. Oops. There you go. So of course it is doable. Fuck, but it is very difficult to maneuver. There are so much going on at the same time. And this delay when I hit an enemy helicopter, it takes some time for it to succumb. It can be a real bastard actually. And that ground object was as brutal as the other ones. So is this the enemy helicopter here? Okay. Why is it so dark in the background? It's pretty hard to see the enemy bullets here. So they are just doing it even more difficult. What was already brutally tough is now even more tough. Because I cannot see. This is really not fair. And why do I have to hit the helicopter 100,000 times? There you go, thank you. Oh my god. And it's of course impossible to take out ground objects. Why do I have to shoot it like 12, 13 times? Seems to be indestructible. Fuck. That was not good. Is it game over? It's game over. Nah. I prefer the Amiga version. That difficulty was just spot on. It was rewarding. This is just I'm not feel for playing again actually, because it's not really worth it. But it looks good. Controls is responsive, but the gameplay is too difficult. Too much going on. Too hard to kill off enemies in the air and on the ground. So it's a bit frustrating. But it's a cool game. Anyway, it needs a lot of practice to master it. So there you go. I will give it a 6 out of 10 for this one. Thank you for watching everyone. Like always, have a good one. Goodbye.